Let's give 2023 a round of applause when it comes to copping new sneaks. Well, maybe not so on the sneakers app, but secondary market wise, you could go back and pick up just about anything for a fair price this year. Hopefully 2024 will be the same way. I'd like to wish you all a happy new year, and we'll go ahead and get into my top 10 that I was actually able to acquire this year. Now granted, there were some sneakers that I would have considered putting on my list if I would have been able to grab them, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get my hands on a few. But for the 10 that I did, recent pickup, Jordan Soulfly 8. Like I said, I'm biased on the 8. I like it a lot. Feel like it deserves a slot on the list. And I know plenty of people will be like, oh, it was a recent pickup, but hey, it did it for me. Number 9 is a sneaker that was most recently picked up, and that is the Kobe 6 Protro Reverse Grinch. Now, this is one that wasn't mandatory, but definitely one of the most hyped sneakers this holiday release. And I did a review on this one earlier. Go check that video out if you can. Go over the details and specs of the sneaker. But with this one, huge shout out to my homie Dev. He actually photoshopped this sneaker many years ago, and a lot of people thought it was real. And you know how they say Nike's like always watching? Well, I think they were actually watching when he actually did the Photoshop of this sneaker. And here we are. Number 8. It's gonna be Jordan 3 J Balvin Medellin Sunset. This sneaker here was definitely a great pickup. I feel like the quality of the sneaker and materials that were used are definitely A1. It does give you that gradient of color through the midsole, and you do get that special heel tab with J Balvin's logo on this one. 3s are actually one of my favorite models. I'd say maybe top 2. And with this being a 3, I feel like it rightfully deserved a slot on my top 10. Number 7. Here you have it. Jordan 1 Low Chris Paul Special Project. Give Them Flowers. Now with this one here, I feel like this shoe belongs in a case. I don't know if I'm going to actually wear this sneaker out. I may wear it to a special event this upcoming year. I do have a wedding that I'm attending, so it may be one for the books. You never know. I definitely like the quality on this sneaker, premium materials, but I am fearful that it will get dirty quick with these materials. Dope shoe overall. Number 7. Number 6. It's gonna be the Nike SB Powerpuff Girls collaboration. This one is Buttercup. Now, I actually was told I was able to get all 3 pairs initially, and unfortunately the day before release I got the unfortunate text that I wouldn't be able to get all 3, and I had to pick between the 3 of which one I actually wanted the most. So I decided to go with Buttercup. I feel like the color blocking was definitely the best choice for me, and of course I like the materials and the character, so it was only right that I go with Buttercup for number 6. Number 5. Here you have it, the Jordan 13 Playoff. Now this one here, was definitely special to me. And I know some people will be like, how did you put that in your top 5? Well, this sneaker is very nostalgic to me. I remember having this sneaker as a kid, and my mother and father bought myself and my siblings all the same shoe. So I believe it was around Easter time, I think, as well. And we all ended up with the same sneaker, and I really fell in love with this sneaker and kept it clean, even though it was an all black sneaker, for a very long time, and it just holds that special place in my heart. So this is gonna be my number 5. Jordan 5, A Ma Manière, Dawn. This sneaker here, I would say it was a must for me. I know that when I first seen this sneaker, we actually thought it was white, but it actually is a very soft gray. Didn't really deter me from actually copping the sneaker. I still was like, it has to go in the collection. There are a lot of hidden details on this sneaker, from the netting to the A's throughout the entire sock liner to the A on the sole, actually. The age look, and it was just a shoe that I felt like I had to have in my collection. I do love 5s, and I know everyone was so worked up with the dusk pair. I actually didn't get that pair. Kind of kicking myself in the head for that one. Here you have the Air Jordan 1 Union Bethy's Beauty Supply collaboration. This sneaker here actually sent the internet in a frenzy this year with a lot of fake pictures of this sneaker. So one tail indicator was the green stitching throughout it. Had sneaker Twitter going crazy. A lot of people actually didn't like this sneaker from the jump because of the weaving here throughout the entire sneaker. And for me, when I saw it, I was like, wow, it's something different. I like it. I like the color blocking. And once I got them in hand, the material of the leather and just the total construction of the sneaker is pretty dope. I know that the weave is from the Nike Footscape, excuse me, and man, it did it for me. So I felt like it definitely deserved a spot in my top 3 because, of course, I love Jordan 1s. I wasn't able to get the Union ones, the previous Union 1 collaborations, so that kind of sucks, being that the price in my size is like $2,000 a shoe. So I'll probably never own those, but I was able to get this one, and I'm happy with it. Number 2, and here you have it, the Nike SB Yoto Origami. Now with this sneaker, I don't think a lot of people actually wanted this sneaker at first, but then once the sneaker released, it was like wildfire. People going crazy. I want the Yoto. I want the Yoto. And it's like, I don't think y'all were really checking for this sneaker at all. Huge shout out to my friend Alyssa. She actually did enter the draw for me and came out with a W. So I never hit on SBs on the sneakers app. And luckily, she was able to secure a W for me. So I'm very grateful and appreciative. So shout out to you. This is one that's in the collection and is here to stay. Dope sneaker. And number 1, and that is going to be the Air Jordan 3 Reimagined White Cement. Now, I will say I'm biased because I love 3s. Being said, for them to actually release the white cement 3 in a reimagined theme, it was a no-brainer for me. I actually doubled up on this sneaker. The quality is really great for it to be such a mass-produced sneaker. I do love the subtle hints of the aging on the heel tab and the midsole, and then you get that beautiful elephant print. How could you go wrong with this sneaker? So this is my number one, and I feel like this sneaker deserves this spot. Why wouldn't it? It's a classic. Are you crazy? Number one, Jordan 3, Reimagined. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in with me. Happy holidays to you. Enjoy your new year. Be safe, most importantly. And we'll see you in 2024 with a lot more pickups. Maybe some from this year. I think I'm only looking forward to a few next year. We'll see how it goes, though. You never know what may pop up. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Be safe. Love.